Hi there, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I will be talking about how I write my comic scripts, from the educational material that I use to all the tips that I recommend for keeping it clear and interesting. This is the fourth video in a series about the creation of a one-shot comic using my upcoming one-shot Be Near as the basis for everything. First, I'm no professional scriptwriter and barely passable as an amateur, but I made it work for my story, and since I liked how it came out, I will tell you how I did it and what works for me. Second, I had dabbled with the format of scriptwriting some years ago when I was deep in my written form storytelling projects, and by that, I mean cringy Wattpad novels, and maybe trying to see if I could write something that would be possible as a TV series. That said, I looked into the scripts of movies and series that I loved and found interesting. These were screen work that had great dialogue, plot, and action scenes. Some of those scripts were from the Dark Knight trilogy, Avengers Endgame, Knives Out, and Mission Impossible. At first, it was super overwhelming, so I gave it up, especially since I did not really want to be a scriptwriter. But then I got this idea of becoming a comic book artist, and since I do not have a team yet, I have to be the artist, the writer, the marketer, and so forth, and I have actually to be possible in those areas. So I started being more intentional with my research, looking for tips on how to write scripts for comics, and I found some tips on YouTube that roughly summarize into the following. 1. Write in whichever format makes sense for you if you are a one-man team. Or 2, write in a way that makes sense for everyone in the pipeline of creation if you are part of a bigger team. When it comes to format, many follow similar format as that of a TV series with indication of the scene location, time, whether the character is on screen or off screen, character dialogue below character name, and so forth. Just so you can see on the examples I've provided. Others write as if writing a novel, and others write with the indication of panels and pages on which each scene takes place, and that works for them. Those in teams tend to write in a more standardized way so that whoever is next in the pipeline, say the storyboard artist, can understand what is going on and then do justice to the script. But since I am a one-woman team, what works for me is knowing where the setting is, so the location, how many people are in the scene, where they are positioned, the props, and the movement. I try to make these stand out in my writing, maybe by bolding them out or keeping them in all caps. My format is a bit similar to writing a novel because that's what I'm used to when it comes to storytelling. But I incorporate some of the tips I've learned in life, such as mentioning the number of people left after a fatal battle, so I don't lose the track of my characters and the plot. This is an example of how I would write a fight scene from anticipation to action and reaction. Those 3 things that I mentioned might sound a little bit odd, but there's something that I learned from a Domestika course that taught me how to make a manga, and of course it was bloody amazing. So many great tips from it. I absolutely love this Domestika course. I recommend it to anyone, and if you want to actually check what it's about, I will leave the link in the description. Now then, let me show you how I would write a fight scene, taking all those 3 components into consideration. So, I had recorded it before, but something happened and I don't know what to do. So we're gonna continue, but I'm also gonna share this script on the link description, so it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. I'm almost ending, I guess. I don't even know, but yeah, I plan to have an 8-page story. 1 page for anticipation, 6 pages for the proper action, 1 page for reaction. And like off the bat, I don't think I've done the anticipation part properly, because immediately, like, the main character Connie, she's like playing one of those games where you try to claw out a toy from like a boxing gaming thing, I don't know the proper name, and a grenade flies to her. Like, there's no anticipation. Maybe like this tiny bit is the anticipation of this. Yes. So her playing the game's anticipation of the drama happening behind her, which is a whole fight based on this plot description I have here. Let me actually justify it because I like my stuff justified. So yes, and so pretty much that's it. And Connie is saved by Kristoff, who holds the grenade, throws it away, but then he's killed by a woman in a med hat, a type of hat, not hair, hat, and wearing half a mask, holding a shotgun in one hand and a pistol on another. In one hand, on another hand, on one hand, on one hand. I guess it's on one hand. Wow, I'm sucking with these. I'll fix them later. And the name is Glenn Shotgun Berkeley Woman. Is this actually something? And here we have it. Then she throws out the smoke grenade. It activates behind her. She walks towards Connie, who is semi-covered in Kristoff's blood. Glenn hides with the pie. Sorry about that. You must be so scared. Connie, I'm not. While Em is hungry. Will you take long? Will you take long? Glenn beams. Glenn. Where's that? Glenn aims her gun. Her shotgun behind her. It shoots in oncoming. This way of writing scripts works for me, and that is all that I need before moving on to the storyboarding phase, which will be the topic of my next video. Until then, like this video if you enjoyed it, comment any questions you may have, any suggestions and experiences in writing scripts for comics, and make sure to subscribe to the channel so that you know when to tune in for the next videos. Bye!